And now, our feature presentation.
To infinity and beyond!
My name's Bond. James Bond.
That'll do, pig.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Sorry with the box, who's in the box?
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh,
A lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
Houston, we have a problem.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 52/1995, your live movie conversation podcast, where we dive deep into the films of 1995. I'm your host, Cody, and today I'm joined by my co-host, compatriot, friend, Steven, to talk about The Usual Suspects. If this is your first time joining us, welcome in. Every week, 52 of them to be exact, we explore a different film from 1995. We break down the year's important releases, discuss them in detail, and invite a special guest to share their thoughts and experiences with the movie. Continuing our theme of Crime Doesn't Pay, we're spotlighting crime-heavy films from the year 1995 that didn't snag a Best Picture nomination. But before we jump into that movie, let's hear from Steven. Again, thank you.
Let's hear from the Divas Diver, you know.
The Divas Deeper, we know.
The Divas Deeper, you know, is here today. Deep.
We're going to dive real deep here. Steven, was this your first time seeing the movie The Usual Suspects?
No, I wish it was, though, right?
Right?
I wish
Right?
I
Okay,
wish it
good.
was.
We're already starting off on a good foot.
You know we're on the same page about
We're on the
this.
same page, man. Yeah. When did you first see this movie?
This was another shout out to Daniel Leathers, man. Like Daniel Leathers came to college with the movies. Wherever you are, Daniel Leathers, man, that's somebody I'd want to be a part of this if we could get him looped in.
Yeah.
Because really, like, he had it on DVD. It was one of the many films I would put money down that Daniel Leathers had. This was like, you need to watch it. Maybe watched it with him or a gang of buddies, and we'll never forget it. Like stands up there. Like me and my brother were talking earlier. I didn't have the reaction to Sixth Sense that I think most people did.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I saw Sixth Sense, I wasn't like, whoa, twist. Oh, I need to watch this again. But like this movie and Inside Man, I think were two of the first movies where I was like, at the end of the movie, like, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
I cannot remember my reaction to Sixth Sense. The movie that sticks out to me that's very similar to this is a movie called Primal Fear. Have you ever seen Primal Fear?
I haven't.
Got a heck of a twist, I think, in it. And I was just very, very surprised, and it just kind of.
Man, there's a movie. Does it ring a bell? There's like a Jennifer Aniston movie with Exhibit in it, the rapper.
Jennifer Aniston and Exhibit. That's wild.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Cause like Exhibit from Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
Derailed. It's got Clive Owen in it too. Man, that one's got a nice little twist to it.
Yeah.
Like some of the first movies I ever saw that I just don't think the Prestige.
Prestige. That's a good little
seen
twist
it,
in there.
Yeah, once you've seen it, not only is it an amazing twist, it's like hard to forget. Like when will you ever go back and be like, oh yeah, I forgot that this guy was actually dead the whole time.
The whole time, yeah. And with twist movies, I think they have to be really, really special, you know, to cause you to have a reaction to want to watch it again. You know, like with Sixth Sense, there was always that. One of the clever things that I think Sixth Sense did when it came out was at the end of the VHS or the DVD, if you had the DVD instead, there was like a making of, or a like Shyamalan talks about it. And he's like, oh, if you notice all these things in the movie that Bruce Willis like touches are red, or So that anything that involves like dead people is red in the movie. And so you can go back, you can rewatch that, and you could be like, oh, the doorknob's red. Like, oh, he's not actually talking to the mother at all. He's never talked to her at all in that film. And so it gives it a little bit more of a rewatchability thing there, where you are looking for those like clues that you didn't pick up on. When a movie like this happens and happened and on rewatch and everything, I didn't get that feeling.
Yeah, I think there's a difference in the twist movies on my reaction watching a second time. Either, of course, this got me. Like, of course, they did such a good job. I think if I watched Sixth Sense again, I would have that reaction.
Yeah.
Of course, that tricked me into thinking he was dead this time, versus with this movie and maybe The Prestige when I rewatched it recently. I kind of had a different reaction, which was, how did this trick me?
Yeah.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious. Like on rewatch, it is so like I feel kind of dumb for not getting it the first time.
And maybe it was during the time in our lives when we watched this. You watched this in early college, probably with Daniel. I watched this in high school as I was just then getting into movies and was told, hey, this is one of the great movies you need to watch. And I think that at the time, remembering this, I was like, whoa, what a reveal. Like, and a reveal that's parodied in movies like Scary Movie and other, you Family Guy. You see the Spacey Race is very funny. You see other movies that kind of mimic this and play off of this. You got a guest over there. That's
I got a guest being funny in the chat. Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, like on this rewatch of it, I was a little, I would say disappointed in it. And I was also watching with Alyssa, who this was her first time watching this movie, and I don't even think she was impressed. And this was her first time, and she was like, "Yeah, there's the twist." Didn't
like, she wasn't like, "Whoa"?
No, I don't think so.
Because I remember the first time watching this movie being like, I had no idea.
Yeah,
I had like it wasn't. I think it's a different time in 95 where you're not like expecting a twist in a movie like this.
And I'd be curious. I didn't ask her if she had known that there was a twist in this movie. That might
be looking for it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing. If you're looking for it, like I almost ruined that movie Primal Fear that I was telling you about. Like if you've never seen it, now you already know that there's a twist in it to look for. So,
I was going to ask you, have you seen the one that Singer did before this?
No, I did not.
Because that got brought up in like as I was looking in some fun facts. I think it was called Public Access.
Yeah,
and it was a 93, and me and Joseph were like, I don't think we did that one.
No,
so
we didn't
might
do
be
that.
Something worth adding to the list because apparently Spacey liked that movie so much that he wanted to be in Singer's next movie.
Yeah, and it was also written by the same guy too. So Christopher McQuarrie.
Might be worth a watch.
Yeah. Don't know how much I want to go around supporting Bryan Singer, but if he's a good filmmaker. Yeah, well, Bryan Singer along with Kevin Spacey are both alleged.
I didn't know. I didn't
know
that.
Yeah.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah. Because Bryan Singer was well liked, or like his movies were well liked, and then of course he got involved in the X-Men franchise and worked on the first two of that. So yeah, he's pretty well liked.
Not to get into it too much, but like with female actors or like same thing as Spacey, like just being inappropriate with other people, kids.
Yeah, well, it was he was having underage sex parties, I think, or something. Like there's a lot about like him and him having these, I don't know, young
inappropriate parties.
Yes, young teenage boy parties. Yeah, that's part of it. And then there's also stuff about this where Spacey was being creepy on the set of this film. Like that they had to shut down production on for like a couple weeks because Spacey was being creepy even back then. Not great.
So
Not great
lame.
though.
Yeah.
And it's
what a trash man.
yeah,
What a
allegedly.
trash human being. Yeah. I think enough allegations happen and you're still a trash man. So
yeah, I don't think he's ever going to watch this, but allegedly, we're going to put that out there. I can still think he's I can still say that he's not a great guy. I don't like him. And get away with that. That's fine. But let's break down the movie a little bit and start talking about it. Again, the movie's called The Usual Suspects. It came out August 16th, 1995. It was directed by Bryan Singer, written by Christopher McQuarrie. Christopher McQuarrie, probably most famous now for doing all of the, I think the Mission Impossible films was his big thing now. I believe. Yeah, all like from 4 to 7 are all Mission Impossible. Christopher McQuarrie loves him some Tom Cruise now. So
some Tom Cruise.
Some Tommy. Anyway, this movie has a cast. We've already mentioned a couple of those. Kevin Spacey as Verbal Kint. Gabriel Byrne as Dean Keaton. A lot of K names we noticed in this movie. Benicio del Toro as Fenster. Stephen Baldwin as Michael McManus. That's Stephen Baldwin, who is probably most famous now for being Justin Bieber's father-in-law. Kevin Pollak as Hockney. Chaz Palminteri as Agent Kujan. Pete Postlethwaite as Kobayashi. Susie Amos as Edie Finneran. Giancarlo Esposito as Jack Baer. And Dan Hedaya as Sergeant Jeff Rabin. Synopsis for this movie is: following a brutal gun battle on a ship docked in San Pedro Bay, the sole surviving witness, a small-time con man named Verbal Kint, recounts the series of events that led him and a group of criminals to that night. As he spins the story of betrayal, power, and the mysterious criminal mastermind, Keyser Soze, the line between truth and fiction blurs. This movie had a budget of $6 million. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap movie. A lot of people took pay cuts to be in this movie.
Yeah.
It had a box office return of $67 million worldwide. So not too bad, 10 times its budget. So that's pretty good. Rotten Tomatoes and a lot of reviewers love this movie. 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, 8.5 on IMDb, and 4.2 on Letterboxd. You know who did not like this movie?
Mr. Ebert.
Mr. Ebert did not. He gave it 1.5 stars out of 4. He said this film is all style and trickery, an elaborate con job with nothing beneath the surface. He went so far to put this on one of his worst movies lists. Like,
I'm so not there with it, but also not with some of the people that I heard that were like calling this a masterpiece and some of the best scenes in cinema. And I was like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Ebert's reviews. Like, slow down. It's not that bad. But also, I would call it a masterpiece.
Well, Peter Travers, who often gives the most glowing reviews of all movies of all time from Rolling Stone, said it's one of the most exhilarating and stylish crime thrillers of the decade. I think he missed out on 7. I don't know if he...
Yeah, he missed. He didn't watch 7.
He didn't watch 7, I guess. Or Heat, or or Casino, or any of the movies that this month.
He missed Last Action Hero, too. So
yeah, oh man, love Last Action Hero. This movie does have a little bit of a legacy, other than the negative legacy left behind by Bryan Singer and Spacey, but this movie won 2 Academy Awards: Best Supporting Actor for Kevin Spacey and Best Original Screenplay for Christopher McQuarrie. And obviously, we've already talked about it, still remembered as one of the greatest twist endings in film history. This comes out before Sixth Sense, so it is what it is. So let's break down our scenes. Let's talk about these scenes that we think kind of steal the show. I honestly think there's like 5 scenes so
man, we are so on the same page about this one.
Yeah. I was worried whenever I was going through. I was like, do I have 5 scenes? Like, could I even list 5 scenes that I was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
So what's your first one?
Introduction of the crew.
Yeah. All the way to the lineup.
The lineup being the defining like what an iconic shot. I think it was like the poster, the cover of the DVD, the cover of the sound shot, like that lineup shot is epic.
Yeah.
And so like taking us to there and kind of like introducing everybody a little bit, telling their background a little bit, builds us all the way to, like it almost feels like a very minimal Ocean's 11, where it's like, we got to introduce you to the guys before we get into it.
Yeah, this is our explosives guy, and this is our crazy guy, and
this is our safe guy.
Yeah, this is our safe guy. This is our guy who you can't understand unless you have subtitles on guy.
Which I love. Like first time I watched this, had no idea. Watched it this time, and then like kind of dove into the information about the movie more, and appreciate that role as one of the guys more than ever.
Yeah, and I think this movie's so interesting too, because it does have these like really crazy comedic moments, and we get that a lot in that first scene, like between Finster being Finster and Kevin Pollak, having some one-liners in the early stages. Stephen Baldwin doing his crazy line reading of "Give me the keys, you cocksucker motherfucker!"
Man, I really think Ocean's 11, like whoever wrote Ocean's 11, I don't know, directors and stuff like that, writers, but like saw Usual Suspects and were inspired.
Yeah.
Because I felt a lot of like the Ocean's movies, especially in the first like 30 minutes of this. It's like, let's introduce you to the gang.
Yeah, it's that heist movie thing.
Italian Job.
Oh yeah, very Italian Job.
He's the driver and he's the bank vault guy, and like that's the first scene to me, is just like all of that. He's an old cop who's gotten it back together and he's getting pulled back in, You
should be a trailer guy. I think you're doing great. He's an old cop who's getting pulled back in.
Here's the wild card who's unhinged and might shoot you the whole time.
Did you think of Charlie from Always Sunny immediately? He's the wild card. I'm the wild card. This mother dead.
We're here to fill you up.
We're just a couple old men
from Dallas. Yeah, Charlie Day as McManus for sure.
Oh my God, so good. He would be so good. And like, I think there was a reason they cast the people that they cast in this, even though like the Finster stuff was not he wasn't supposed to be what Benicio del Toro played him like, but like he wanted a guy like Kevin Pollak to be in here, who Kevin Pollak is a comedic actor. He was a stand-up for a while and does impressions and all that stuff. Like, it's interesting to pull him in, but I do think that this movie, it wants to be funny, and then it wants to be taken
ingredients,
and then it takes it, like it wants to be like super serious at the exact same time. And I'm a really, like, if you guys have known anything about me over the last 3 years that we've been doing this, it's like tone is a really big thing with me. And I think if you don't set the tone correctly, or if you don't, like, I'm not saying you have to stick to one tone for the movie to work, but when you can balance comedy and action, or comedy and thriller and everything, and it works really well.
I'd be interested if you agree with me. So in this movie, how do you fix that? Because to me, it's one of the only movies we've ever talked about on here or in like private conversations. Like, it could have been longer. I think it could have taken another 30 minutes.
I honestly, when I was watching this, because I had already seen it and you had seen it too, like, I was like, where's the rest of this movie? Did I watch like an edited cut of this? Because I was like, I feel like there was something else in this movie, but it happens very quick. In an hour
for what we've been watching.
Yeah, I was about to say, after 3 hour, casino and heat and all that stuff, it's really short. And usually I'm not one to complain, but yeah, I felt like there were scenes missing in this movie, and there are.
I think we could have taken a little bit more.
So yeah, we got the police lineup. We get to meet everybody. We
this guy.
we get introduced to our main players. The big one that stands out to us is supposed to be what's his name? I can't even remember. Gabriel Byrne's character, Keaton.
Yeah.
Keaton, who was the former cop who turned bad and is now a thief, and that's who everybody has their eyes on. He is like what we're supposed to say is our main character in this movie.
One of my favorite quotes from myself while watching this movie is like my brother Ken confirmed that I was like, I think I said something like you would have a harder time shaking down like Diane Keaton than the Keaton in this movie. He's such a weenie. Like I was just like, I think Diane Keaton would be tougher than this guy.
Yeah, they don't really give us much. The only person that seems like a super badass is McManus, his character, I think.
There's some like backstory, like the movie starting with Keaton like beating the shit out of some civilians as a cop.
Yeah.
Showing like him being a bad dude. You know, the same thing with Casino. I think they wasted some of the time of Casino with like not showing some of the background of Ace and Kenny, whatever Joe
Pesci's character's name was. Yeah.
Some Italian shit.
Yeah, we don't get much of a acknowledgement of their friendship. We're just told that they're friends and that, and like,
yeah, they've been through a lot together.
So like whenever he betrays him, it doesn't feel like that big of a betrayal. He's just like, oh yeah.
That's why my reaction was like, kill him.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Why are you letting him live? Kill him. He's causing problems. This is the mafia, I thought. Like
craziness.
But anyway,
craziness. Yeah. So yeah, I think the two like biggest scenes in this movie are the police lineup and then like the finale. I think those are like the most key scenes in this movie. But there's a couple more in the middle of this. So what's your
you
next
need like 4 more in the middle, maybe.
Yeah.
Like just note some, like not even full scenes, but some bullet points. But my next scene is heist number 2 goes wrong.
Is that the new?
So just to get you there, heist number 1 goes well. They get the diamonds.
Oh, the emerald things, yeah.
The emeralds, yeah. They get the stones. They go sell them to the bad guy from The Mask.
Yeah, good pickup. I see him as the cop from Pulp Fiction that does the. Yeah, that's who I thought of immediately. But then I looked him up and I was like, oh yeah, that is the bad guy from The Mask.
Such a good bad guy.
Yeah,
hateable, so hateable. Especially because I feel like he's always wearing like cowboy boots and tight jeans and like just has I don't know, like I think it's that Pulp Fiction like club owner vibe from The Mask where I'm like, I see him on screen and I'm like, I hate you already. He's
got a good look to him, man. Good look.
Redfoot, as we know him in this movie. Yeah. And so then Redfoot's like, hey, we got another job for you. And of course, the gang can't turn down a job, right? And so that brings us to heist number 2, where guy says like, hey, this guy does some appraisals. Sometimes he buys, sometimes he sells, but he's going to have a bunch. And not only does it not go well, what they came to get is not there. And instead, there's a bunch of drugs.
Yeah. And for some reason, they're really adverse to drugs. They're like, diamonds are okay, jewels are okay, guns are okay.
We can turn both of these things into money.
Yeah. When it comes to drugs, I ain't interested.
I ain't interested in the drugs, but emeralds, yeah, all day. Diamonds and rubies. Yeah, a little silly. And also that like, I don't care how much drugs is in and like, I guess we get it a little later with Kobayashi where it's like, if I betray the boss, it's going to be worse for me.
Yeah.
Right? But if I've just watched the 2 guys I come with get shot in the head, and their blood's like smearing down the van next to me, I don't care what's in the suitcase. It's like, here you go. And the fact that was like, I was like, here, give it to him. Give it to him, man. What are you doing? What are you give him the suitcase? Like,
And then you get killed by the guy who has only one working arm. How embarrassing.
Yeah, how embarrassing. But that's where everything goes wrong. Now now they got a problem because they've killed the guy that, you know, who knows who he's associated with. Now he's in trouble. That's the, you know, like, okay, we're here now. Like we talked about with casinos, like we've been climbing up this whole time. Now this is the beginning of the downfall of everything. So heist number 2 going wrong, and which is just, it's drugs instead of emeralds or diamonds or whatever. And now I'm going to kill you because you said that was diamonds or emeralds and it was drugs instead.
Yeah, it felt really weird. That interaction with Redfoot felt really weird.
I guess it does seem like this gang of guys are really into just like, I don't know, stealing fucking military pieces and guns and stuff like that. But somehow the moral code pops up and it's like, so much so, I'd like to share that my brother was like, it's kind of a plot hole that they like were gonna blow up the ship. And I was like, no, they were gonna keep the cocaine. And he was like, I thought they didn't like drugs. It was like kind of confusing why they didn't like the drugs. It's like, whoa, shit, that's a lot of drugs. That means a lot of money, just like a lot of diamonds. Like,
yeah, I never really understood what the need for their money was.
Yeah.
And why they would turn their nose up at certain things. And I mean, chat saying that I think stealing drugs brings down more heat down on you. But I mean, when we learn about some of the stuff that Keyser Soze is doing and essentially shipping guns to Pakistan and all these weapons to Pakistan, it's like, you know, whatever, it's all the same.
Man, how scared would you be if you act like you did a little robbery, like not trying to belittle any robbery, but you just did a quick job to make a little money. Then you found out you accidentally like stole something that was supposed to go to Pakistan for like a war thing.
Yeah.
Man, there's nothing that would make me pee on myself faster.
And then we learn about this in my next scene, which is the meeting Kobayashi scene, where we learn that Kobayashi is this lawyer who's working for Keyser Soze. And like, even during this narration part that we're getting from Kevin Spacey, this is when Kevin Spacey, like, it's like, oh God, you don't want to know about Keyser Soze. He's the bad dude. We don't mess with him because he's got like files on all of us. And like, he's gonna, you know, we did bad things adjacent to him. And
I like when the cop walks back into his office and he's like, tell me about Keyser Soze. And he's like, fuck.
It was like such an overact to me. Like,
fuck.
Like, whoops, I let out my secret. Dang.
It's like an admission of guilt. It's like, so who is this guy? Fuck. Like, that's you.
You are the guy. The guy Pete Postlethwaite, who we've seen before in movies, he shows up in a lot of movies in the 90s. I don't know what accent he's doing. He's Irish in real life, and he's done British accents before, but like, it's some weird accent going on here. It really threw me off for every time he was on the screen.
I will say I like his casting a little bit. I don't know that I love the accent because, like, I think you expect him to be on the other side of this story most of the time. Like, he's one of the gang, but it's kind of cool to see him as the lawyer. Yeah, I mean, my third scene is kind of like lumped in with yours. Is just like the lore of Keyser Soze. You know, everybody starts telling this. We get the story about, and that's like from first viewing of this movie. One of the standout moments of this movie was like, this guy is so badass that he killed his own family to prove a point.
Yeah.
You know, like that's one of the takeaways from first watch. And I don't remember the like little rapey part. that we got.
No,
there,
that was
too.
that was surprising.
And kind of like, I don't know, just not. I think you could say that the way they narrated it without it, like yeah. It was just. I also didn't remember them slitting the kid's throat.
Yeah, that was wild. Just
I remembered him just be like walking in on. They had his kids and just like killing his family and being like, "What you gonna do now?" But yeah, the rape and the slitting of the kid's throat. I was like, oh, yeah, this was a little bit more intense than I remember.
This is the 90s, man. This is the
yeah.
This is the 90s. Baba Yaga, somebody says in chat, and that I mean, the whole time I'm thinking of John Wick, and I'm thinking of the John Wick series, and just that revenge kind of thing. Like this is John Wick, you know?
Man, I would be interested if so when they give the shot of Keyser Soze, the first one with the long hair from the back.
Yeah.
You're thinking John Wick there?
I'm thinking like something.
Is there another person that cut like I think my whole life when I imagine who's on the other end of that, there's a very famous
Antonio
actor.
Banderas?
Nope. Close though.
Because there is that scene where they show Keyser Soze like walking away from the fire, and I was like, oh, that's Desperado. We just saw that movie not too long ago.
I have always envisioned Mr. Machete himself.
Oh yeah, Machete.
As a
Danny
good
Trejo.
Danny Trejo is like where he's the face on the other side of that.
You know, I met him one time.
How?
I was working at a witch.
Danny Trejo came into Witch Witch?
Have you never heard your brother tell this story?
That's not real.
He told it last time when we talked.
On here?
Your brother has met Danny Trejo while working at Witch Witch.
He just walked out the door.
He said stealing my life.
This man tries to keep secrets from me. His best stories, I swear, he's like, I can't tell Steven.
I forget what movie. Wait, it was Heat because Danny Trejo's in it that we were talking about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
I didn't know it was early last week, and I was like at my parents' house, and I got the notification and wasn't paying attention like I normally try to. Like, yeah, of course, I'll have to ask him about it now.
Yeah, so your brother has met Danny Trejo.
Sorry, big sidetrack, but like, when I see that shot. Who's on the other side of that? Oh, God. I'm the worst. Let's move on. I'm just the worst.
You're not the worst. No, we meet Kobayashi, and then like immediately after meeting Kobayashi, and Kobayashi tells him like, hey, you're going to do this job for Keyser Soze, and hey, you're going to end up being richer. It's, $91 million worth if everything goes according to plan. And
but he also says like very clearly, some of y'all might not live.
Oh
but
yeah,
most of y'all will not.
But whoever walks out with it, good job on you. And Fincher gets killed immediately because he dodges, and he's just like,
Well, I was about to say, like, what's your reaction? Even if you've been like doing some jobs, man, and like they're like 91 million, but you might not make it. I might take off too.
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm a criminal. If I'm a criminal and $91 million is on the line,
clip it.
I mean, maybe I'm going for it. Like, why not? Yeah. But I'm gonna be Verbal Kitten. I'm gonna be Verbal Kitten back behind the
because of Keyser Soze, man. I'm scared of Keyser Soze.
I am not scared of Keyser Soze, especially knowing who Keyser Soze is. I am not scared of him at all. DEA. That's an insane joke.
Yeah, but we get Fincher, like, man, he's gone and then he's dead. Doesn't make it far.
Couldn't shut his mouth.
How long do you think it would take to dig a hole in the sand
with your hands?
Deep enough to bury a body.
I don't know how deep they buried that body.
I've spent days at the beach with tools and I don't think I had enough time.
And this comes up in my. This is like my what the fuck. Like, one, burying this body, I think is so stupid. Just let
It's
the
so dumb.
just let the
Push
sea
it out
take-
there.
Yeah, just
Push it out.
float him out there. Like.
Give him the Viking funeral. Just send him out.
Why not? Apparently, that filming location is only accessible by low tide because in high tide, it's just covered. Like,
It looked like such a fake cave.
it's real.
Ah, what a terrible cave.
What a terrible cave. Man, you really sucked on that one. God.
God, I'd go to shoot as like the cameraman and be like, God, who picked this fucking cave?
Yeah, real
It's the
cave.
ugliest cave I've ever. This is the most basic bitch cave I've ever seen.
Real cave on a beach in LA or in California, and yeah, only accessible by low tide. So if you know anything about that cave, you know that like just leave his body in there. Like, what does it connect you to at all? Like, he's a criminal.
So much so, Cody, that Joseph was like, "Do you think that's real?" Like when that
Like
scene
that
came
cave?
on, we were both thinking like that's a green screen
Mm-mm.
and that's a set.
He's been jaded because of the green screen that was in Heat. There's a bad green screen. Man, there's one scene in Heat where I was just like, "Ooh, brother, that is
Yeah,
a bad green screen."
90s, man.
90s, yeah. You gotta love the 90s. But what's your next scene?
We're gonna kill Kobayashi, and honestly,
Oh yeah,
one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
another little
Have you-
heist, but it's like a killing heist.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak in, we're gonna kill this guy, and for him to be like, "Yeah, you can kill me and all, but
I'm gonna
you
kill
might
you."
want to talk. You might want to talk to your wife upstairs first, and then be like, "Wait." Him being like, "My wife's here?" Man, like, yeah, that whole like from them showing up thinking they were gonna kill him to the end and realizing like man, the threat that he does of like, yeah, your uncle, your dad, we're just gonna castrate your nephew. Just like that line right there is in the calmness of all that, like even when they've got a gun to his head. That's I think that's number 3 for me.
I love. There is a part in this that I love, and there's several like really good shots in this movie. I'd be curious who the cinematographer was for this. I should have looked it up, but like the shot of Kobayashi looking out that like glass like plate, and then the shadow or whatever hitting it just right to where you see Keaton lined up there. Like that's good. That's really good.
Yep.
I like that. I was like, that's kind of an impressive shot. So whoever thought that up, good on you.
Shooting his face in the shadow of on a window.
Yeah, on a window. Yes,
Like man,
that
I
was
had to
cool.
have perfect lighting for that.
That was really cool. There were some other ones
Yeah.
really early on that I really liked too.
Agreed.
So plus on that, plus on cinematography, because there was some really, really pretty stuff in this. So I like Stephen Baldwin in this, like him with the glasses on and like just sitting in the elevator waiting, and you think that he's gonna be there when he appears and he's not there, and just shooting those guys. It's pretty cool.
Because I kind of when they opened the elevator, since it's been at least 15 years since I've seen this movie, I thought, oh, wrong building, gotcha. And
yeah,
then
I thought that too.
Yeah, when he pew, I was like, oh, got me.
Right building, got him.
Yeah, right building, and that was pretty cool how they like cut the lights and like didn't necessarily show those guys dropping. It was just I liked that. I think that may be my favorite scene in the whole movie is just from like them thinking like we're gonna kill this guy to him staring at his wife in the conference room. It's like, okay, so I forgot this part.
Yeah. It is a good scene. I didn't even write it down. I didn't forget to write about it. I watched it this morning, but Definitely did not write that one down because the next scene I have is the ship, is them
Boat
executing the plan.
I wrote it down as I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Because everything just kind of unfolds.
I
love the way they make it look like it's Keaton, you know?
Mm-hmm. And the whole, like, they even do a thing with him being like in a red light. Like they're talking about Keyser Soze. Keyser Soze's here. The next scene you see is like Keaton, like with that red light on him, like he is the devil himself. Like he is Keyser Soze. And they just
the way he's sneaking around in the boat, they make him look a certain way. Man, I love when Hockney's at the van and turns around and it's supposed to be Keyser, so it's like a really bright light.
Bright light, yeah.
I was like, that's a little silly.
I didn't like how
I
didn't like how I watched it with subtitles on. Did you watch it with subtitles on?
I did.
Yeah. And you can hear them like Hungarian men shouting or whatever. And so I didn't like it because it felt like it was a little confusing. Who is shooting this guy? We know that it is Keyser Soze that is doing it, but with all that other like noise and stuff, it didn't feel quite right. Like, I think it should have been. I think that could have been shot a little differently because like
it made me chuckle. It wasn't
you're
laughing
laughing
loud
about
moment, but when the like bright light, like he was about to get hit by a semi.
Yeah. I think the writing is deceptive and quite clever, says Chat. I do think that there are some really good things in here. And some of the things that I really like about this movie is that, and again, I talk about this a lot on here with you and Joseph and whoever else, but like, I like when we're not being handheld on things. So like, we don't know their plan. We didn't know their plan whenever they went to kill Kobayashi. We don't know like what they're executing here. They're just executing it. So you've got McManus on the roof doing his thing. What the hell is Keaton doing walking down that dock just and speaking Russian? Or it seems like it seemed a little weird, but like you trust them, like you understand like this is their plan. This is how they were executing it.
It was strange that like they talked about how many men were on the boat, right? Mm-hmm. And then they do that initial burst of like where Keaton shoots a couple of guys, McManus is up sniping, hits like 3 or 4 guys, misses a lot of shots.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this looks like Cody in Fortnite. But
so many shots.
Missed the whole clip. What is he doing back there?
Bad gun. Cherry picking.
Yeah, but then it was like, and Hockney was down, like blasting up with the submachine gun, and then it was just like silence.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I thought y'all said there was like 20, 30 dudes. So y'all only killed like 7 or 8 people.
Yeah,
this guy went really quiet, and I was like, that's convenient for all of them to get up on the boat now.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody else would run to the gunfire and try to address it.
That was another thing. Like you hear a lot of loud gunshots on this harbor. Is this harbor completely like vacant except for this one boat? We don't have any civilians or anybody over here.
There's nobody around, bro.
Nobody. That was the thing that bugged me a little bit. I was like, okay, we're gonna call some cops if we hear like explosions,
shots,
explosions, like
SMG shots, and everybody's just like, they're probably just. That's what they do over there.
It's California. Who knows? You're right.
Who knows? It happens every weekend.
This is a daily thing. We're not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. It's just, that's the harbor life. Not in the
Coast Guard.
Yeah. Who is in charge here? Yeah, we get a lot of didn't match up with the body count. Yeah, the body count is huge for some reason in this movie. Yeah. Like, I think I have that in my notes of how many actually died. But this is the best scene in which it does, us watching the movie for the first time would be like, oh, it's absolutely this guy. Like he is planning it. He is framed, like Keaton is framed as Keyser Soze for the most part. Anytime that we see Keyser Soze doing something, you see like verbal, like right after. And so you're like, oh, well, it's not verbal. It's not
Yeah.
McManus. It's not, it's not this guy. This guy's dead. Or,
really do a good job for a long time of separating, like making you think like this is the reality. This is what happened. And then remind you like that this is his telling of the story.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we find out, like, all while we're doing this narrative, that in the background they're finding out, oh, there was a guy on that ship that could identify Keyser Soze, and because he saw him firsthand, and that's why that is the real reason. There are no drugs.
There's
on
no
this boat.
cocaine.
There
There's
is no
coke.
cocaine, no coke on this thing.
I love the yelling like over the machinery. There's no coke.
And so that sends McManus off. I even like on the ship when we get McManus's death, he's backstabbed. So he's been,
Back of the neck stab, man. That
Yeah.
would suck up there on the top. Ugh. There's a lot of bone and meat up there, man. That would suck.
Don't think about it. I mean, getting stabbed would suck.
Hopefully you would feel like he obviously wasn't in pain. He was like, yeah, what did he say? I wish I knew that quote. He was like, I'm kind of confused about something. Dead.
Yeah. And then what's your next scene? I'm sure it's the same one as I have.
Walking straight.
The walking straight, the final reveal, like the
Iconic.
verbal. Yeah, it is iconic. It is the other scene that I think sticks out. That's like, okay, if I was going to talk to somebody about Usual Suspects, it's the lineup, and then it is him, shaking off the limp and walking straight. And then the cop also looking at everything that's in that office. It's like, oh, the Barbershop Quartet, the Guatemala, the Kobayashi, all these things. And him finally realizing, this guy was messing with me the whole time, and he is Keyser Soze. The whole time.
Yeah,
iconic.
I will say that it's almost sad to think that like the first time I watched this movie, the idea that Keyser Soze would kill his own wife and kids to just prove a point was like so brutal. It was so brutal back then, but now it's like, I mean, like I was, I've seen much worse, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so it just didn't hit the same.
It does not. The knowing the twist does not hit when you're watching this.
God, it was the same thing with The Prestige, but I would say, like, as you were kind of mentioning before, that like when it's got some bones to it, man, like it's still fun to rewatch. But when there's not much to it other than the twist, you're left, like you said, being like, wasn't there more to this?
Yeah, I felt like there was so much more to this. I didn't realize that they repeated lines too. I just put a link in chat is from a friend of mine who passed away recently. He used to do these minimalist posters, and this was always one of my favorite minimalist posters that he did. And it's just like footsteps, and like you see the limp, and then it slowly like turns into a regular walking thing.
Oh man,
that's a pretty sweet poster. Shout out Matt Owen, good dude. So yeah, the final reveal, it really disappointed me on the second. Yeah. I don't know.
And you want to, like, those are the things I've seen. I've talked so much about Eternal Sunshine. I love that movie, but and it teaches you don't want to. You got to go through the bad stuff to appreciate the good. But these are the kinds of things that I wish I could Eternal Sunshine away.
Yeah,
like, if I could Eternal Sunshine, The Office, and The Prestige, and Inside Man, and this movie out of my brain, probably would be some of my first choices.
Yeah, I haven't seen the I haven't seen Inside Man in so long that I think it would probably work on me.
Mm-mm.
You don't think it would?
I think you get 30 minutes in and you remember.
Oh yeah.
Because it had been that long for me with The Prestige where I was like, I don't remember how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I saw a certain character, I was like, oh, yeah.
I remember now. Yeah.
And it kind of felt like this one. I was like, how did this ever, like, I said to Joseph during this, I was like, I don't remember him talking so much. Like he's the lead. For him to win supporting
actor is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
he talks so much. And I was like, it's so obvious. But I didn't know if Joseph remembered. Because he was kind of like, I don't necessarily remember how this goes, so I didn't want to say it during the rewatch. But I was just wanted several times to be like, God, how did this ever trick me?
Yeah. I maybe we just weren't expecting it, but their whole like marketing campaign around this movie was, who is Keyser Soze? That is how they advertised this movie. So the whole time you're supposed to go into if you're, going with advertising and marketing and of this movie, you're like, oh God, I need to figure out who this person is.
Well, I think that's something we will talk more about with the fun facts. I don't know if you got to that in your.
Oh yeah, there's some good stuff in there. So yeah. So who was your favorite character, or was there a scene stealer that really stuck out? I think we probably have the same answers.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that the scene stealer that is kind of obvious is Benicio.
Yeah,
like especially I don't know that was like my initial reaction to the movie, but after seeing more information about the movie, it made me be like, yeah, obviously he was incredible. But I really thought Hockney was, as the comic relief and kind of the way he played that role, I really liked him. I really liked Kobayashi and Redfoot. Like
I liked Stephen Baldwin's character. I liked McManus a little bit. Like,
great casting.
Yeah,
I would say great casting.
I agree. And especially after like Stephen Baldwin's a little bit weird now, but like in the 90s, Stephen Baldwin was everywhere. So having him as there, Gabriel Byrne, I think is a little weird in this movie, but I feel like I say that about him in every movie that he's in. So, hey, we got a new follower. Thank you, Sammy Beats, for following. Welcome in. feel like we know each other.
He's a good dude, man. Yeah,
good dude. What a good
just good dudes. Just you can basically know each other from afar.
They can just flock. Did you like Kevin? Did you like Verbal? Like, did you like his character?
Man, if I was, let's say we were gonna remake it, right? He doesn't talk as much to me. I thought, especially, this is something Joseph wanted me to ask you because we got to talking about it. Do you think the bad crying at the end was on purpose?
Yes.
Okay. That's the only excuse for it. I didn't feel like it was on purpose. And I was like, that is really messing this up. I hate a bad cry, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing that will ruin something for me.
It's almost like whenever he comes in, he's like, tell me about Keyser Soze. And he says, fuck. Like it's like when you think about it with that in context, like I think it is all on purpose. Like that is him acting. That is verbal acting. That is not Kevin Spacey's acting. That is verbal acting. And I can
buy that.
Yeah.
I can buy that. And that kind of changed, my personal ranking of the movie and like the way I rated it. That's a really good point. Because I thought if that was supposed to be genuine and sincere, that was terrible.
Yeah. No, it is not supposed to be sincere at all.
Okay.
I think he is fucking with the cops.
Okay.
And that is the point of that.
I think if I'm the cop, I'm like, All right, man. With that, the way you just fake cried, I need you to hang around for a while.
Yeah. I just think they were like, let's get this no name out of here. Like, he's not important. He's immune. He's, let's just get him out of here.
Yeah, man. What a weird time where it's just like he's obviously the bad guy, and he's like, well, he's crippled, so he can't be the bad guy.
You can't do much. I
Like,
mean, what a great, like,
some shit you couldn't get away with in 2025, my friend.
Nope.
You have to bring some documents.
All right, some favorite quotes from this movie.
Didn't have a whole lot. I mean, there's the
Same.
one that's the movie's known for, which I've got a fun fact about, so I'll save that one. But I like how you shoot the devil in the back. What if you miss?
What if you miss? I like it because he like holds up his arm, like he's like,
Yeah, I can't do it. What if I miss?
What if I miss? I believe, or one of the ones I liked is I believe in God, and the only thing that scares me is Keyser Soze. I actually had it written down before, like the little line ahead of this. Like Keaton always said that he didn't believe in God, but he fears God. And then he said, well, I don't believe in God, but I believe in Keyser Soze. And that's the only thing that scares, or I believe in God, and the only thing that still scares me is Keyser Soze. I like that.
I'm not scared of God, is what he's saying.
Yeah. And then you think you can catch Keyser Soze? You think a guy that comes this close to getting caught and sticks his head out? Which, coming from the person who's saying it, is very funny.
Yeah. I liked one cannot be betrayed if one has no people.
I like that.
Yeah, that's from Kobayashi talking about Keyser.
Mm-hmm. McManus, or not McManus. What's his name? He has some funny lines. Kevin Pollak's character.
Yeah.
Hockney. I always forget his name. And I think he's probably just riffing on it. Like, they're like, you ready to go back to this?
I promise I'm looking for the one that he said that I can't find, because there's one where he says something like, I'll love you.
Oh man, that like, I got a finger. I already had a finger inside me today. And he says, love you.
Is it already Friday?
Yeah, is it already Friday? And then man, their back and forth was so Finster and Hockney going back and forth was super funny.
Yeah.
He says another one. A cop says to him, like, you ready to go back to the pen? And he said, what? So I can fuck your dad and have a snack afterward? Fuck your dad in the shower and have a snack afterward. It's like, damn.
I thought it was like, man, it's not a quote, but it's crazy they were calling him Pretzel Man.
Pretzel Man was super funny. What about it, Pretzel Man?
That's wild. Yeah, I don't have a lot of quotes. I was looking for that specific one where he said something like, I'll love you.
I'll love you.
If we end up back in there together, I'll love on you or something.
Again, Finster's like, you do some time, they never let you go. They treat me like a criminal. I'll end up a criminal. And Hockney says, you are a criminal. He says, why you got to do that? I'm trying to make a point. He's like, why you got to call me a criminal? It's so good. Again, it's like, oh, here it is. Man, I had a finger up my asshole tonight. Is it Friday already?
Yeah, that's why he was kind of the scene stealer for me, is because a lot of the stuff, talk about stuff I didn't remember in the movie. It was like any comedy at all. Yeah, enjoyed his character.
You were talking about like like him when he's crying or whatever at the end. I love when he's crying. He goes, fucking cops.
Fucking cops.
Fucking cops. This is good. Classic. All right. Biggest laugh, cry, scare, or thrill?
Cigarette to the face.
The cigarette to the face. Oh yeah, wasn't supposed to happen that way, but
I know, but still was the thing that I was like, whoa, pause. Look, he just took a cigarette to the eye. Did they like use CGI? How did they? And then obviously found out. The whole movie, especially since I think if somebody was like, no, I've never seen it, I've never heard anything about it, I would love to see like if it tricks them.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me on rewatch, it was pretty boring, pretty thrillless. The laughs we've already talked about.
Yeah, a lot
there
of
was no
Finster.
scares. But the moment I was like, whoa, was when Stephen Baldwin took a lit cigarette to the eyeball. I paused it on it, man. It hits him like right here. That's
scary, man. They'll blind you.
I was just like, what a crazy thing to like probably spend a couple grand on CGI for. But yeah, no, not that.
Not that at all.
What about you?
I had Finster's Everything Finster Says is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Nothing like scary or thrilling happens or anything. Most of them are just laughs. Anything like I love at the very beginning when Hockney is getting arrested and he I actually really like this twofold. He grabs that rag from underneath the car and the cops all pull their guns on him and he's like, oh, you think you brought enough people? And then he wipes his face and throws it at the camera, and I thought that was really cool.
That was a good shot.
It was a cool shot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's definitely some ridiculous like what the fuck moments for sure.
Yeah, give them to me. What do you think?
I would say I'll start with the back end of them, which was like once they got onto the boat and they were like kind of slow creeping around looking for people, McManus all of a sudden had a lot of makeup on, like even like what looked like lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody was like, all right, it's time to go, and like sprayed his face with a water bottle. There were 3 shots in a row that I was like, that dude is all of a sudden wearing a lot of and like lipstick.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were trying to bring out his lips because it was kind of dark, but
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, it stood out to me. The Zorro mask during the second heist.
The Zorro masks are pretty bad.
I was like, come on, man. I know it's the 90s, but still.
What was the first mask what was the first? Oh, they just had pantyhose on their face on the first heist.
Classic, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey sitting in the back of the van, like with a cigarette. Yeah, cigarette through the pantyhose. Pantyhose over the face is pretty solid, you know.
Sorry that I had to put you in chat, JL Sammy. With how much we're paying actors, do we really need CGI cigarettes to the eye when we have real cigarettes and real eyes? Great point. They understood things in the 90s, man. Like, you're going to take...
Well, apparently he was supposed to hit him in the chest, and it just...
How good are you at flicking a cigarette? You think you could do it with some accuracy?
I would vote some other people that I know in, because Ben, when we lived together, we used to have this like almost street lamp in Meadow Lake, and he would try to flick them on top. And like, I think I did it one time ever. And Ben probably did it like double digits. He would constantly, like a couple times, like days in a row, just like flick it up there and it would just stay up there. It was impossible.
That's impressive.
Yeah. But I guess old Redfoot, or our buddy from The Mask and Pulp Fiction, not so experienced.
No, not at all.
A lit cigarette to the eyeball.
I just remember when my stepdad used to put them out on my... I don't have a stepdad.
You got any like ridiculous what the what the fuck moments?
I did just the thing about burying him. I thought it was super silly, like burying Finster in the sand. Because even the one guy says, he's like, some surfers are gonna smell this a mile away, and he's gonna, it's stupid to do. It's dry sand. Like,
biggest
Hockney's
plot
right.
hole, biggest what the fuck moment is, why is that goddamn sketch taking so long?
Yes.
Why does it take the whole movie?
2 hours, man. It takes a
What
long
is it
time.
supposed to be in the future? There's days going by for these guys.
It's not even that like impressive of a sketch either.
They've done multiple heists at this point, and that sketch took this whole time. And if you would have even gotten that garbage sketch, you would have known it was him.
You'd have been like, this Eddie Munster looking motherfucker with his widow's peak.
Hey, he's in there right now.
Why don't you understand the dignity of a burial? It's Finster. Like,
man, you just got no Viking in your blood, man. Send me out to sea.
Just let the crabs take me, man.
Let the crabs.
Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
Clip it.
Clip it. Oh man.
Don't you bury me. You burn me up. Nobody's got a lighter.
I'm gonna. I got you, man. We're gonna practice. We're gonna throw cigarettes at each other's faces when we see each other next.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be great. Best music moment.
John Ottman's score was good. I even listened to a little bit of it outside of the movie, and I really like the opening main theme and the song during the reveal.
Yeah, the reveal scene is
exceptionally good. But I also think it qualifies as for sure the best music moment, and you would agree, of the movie, to be like, Old MacDonald had a farm.
Old MacDonald shot
right?
some guys. Yeah, I'd count it.
Yeah, so that wins for me.
With the bing bang bong. I don't know anything else John Ottman's ever done. I guess I could have done some research on him.
Same. I didn't look into that.
I didn't look at any other music that he did. He works with he works with Bryan Singer a little bit.
Valkyrie, Astro Boy, Gothica, Superman Returns.
Nothing's really sticking out as like
X-Men 2.
He did all the other X-Men stuff. Yeah,
Bubble Boy, come on, man.
I'll never
get with it.
I'll never talk bad about Bubble Boy. Never ever in my life. Bohemian Rhapsody. That shit movie. Oh,
he did Public Access, which was the other one that we talked about with Singer.
I dropped something. All right. I didn't have an F, Marry, Kill. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I didn't think about it, but
I didn't want to F, marry, or kill anybody in this movie.
I mean, let's just say if you had to F, marry, kill one of the gang, right? Like you can take your pick from the 5.
I mean, it would have to be the 3. It would have to be Hockney.
I kill Fincher too, like or
Finster?
Benicio's character Finster. Yeah, I kill him because I can't understand what the fuck you're saying.
I need subtitles, my guy.
Yeah.
I think I'm Hockney, Finster, McManus, go. So yeah, I'd kill Finster. I think I'd marry Hockney and
marry Hockney. Fuck McManus.
Fuck McManus, because McManus is a little too crazy. Like he's wild card adjacent, or he is.
That's what you want for a night, not for life.
Yeah, you want a wild card once in a while, but not.
I want that Hockney comedy for life.
I just remembered something that Alyssa's uncle subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I just said that I had crabs earlier. Clip it.
Clip it. There's been some good ones today.
There's some good ones. Who gave the best performance in this movie?
Man, to me it was Benicio. I loved basically seeing that he was kind of a throwaway character in this movie and made something of it. So I think that to me, a lot of the other characters were written and performed the way. But I think it was Benicio del Toro.
Here's a question for you. Do you think, because you did this movie with me, do you think that Kevin Spacey is better in Seven than he is in this movie?
100%.
Yeah. And that's way more of a supporting
detective.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. He didn't do anything in this movie besides the walking straight, which maybe wasn't him.
Oh yeah.
I saw that maybe Singer did some of the shots,
some of the walking and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. I think him in Seven is a better.
What's his best moment in this movie for you? If Kevin Spacey's even in the conversation.
Those line deliveries, I think, like when he says, the greatest thing the devil ever did was convince the world he did, and then poof, he's gone. Like I think of that from this movie. That is something that I will never not think of from this movie.
I do love when the cop is over him and is like, you don't have immunity. Me and Joseph were talking about it. It's like, you don't have immunity from me, you piece of shit. Like that delivery, the way he kind of like is like, it's not worth the paper that it's written on. Like, you don't have immunity. Like all that was his brightest moment in the movie for sure.
Yeah. No, somebody just asked about if he didn't qualify for Seven because of screen time. Now, for supporting role, you can have like barely any screen time in the movie and qualify. I mean, even as an actor, you don't even have to have that much screen time. Like, if you think about Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins was barely in Silence of the Lambs. He's in the movie for like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and he wins Best Actor. But like, I think Spacey is truly a supporting actor in Seven and not a supporting actor in this.
Who's the lead in this then? Is it Keaton?
That's who they want you to think it is, but it is definitely Spacey. He is the lead in this movie.
Huh.
Because he is the storyteller. He is the main guy. Maybe Chaz Palminteri, the detective.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which he's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. If you wanted to do a recast, let's do a recast. If you could do 95 or 2025 or both.
To fly through it, for my 95, I did Bryan Cranston as Yent / Keyser, pre-Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I was about that. I actually had Bryan Cranston on my 2025.
Ooh, I like it. No argument. I've got, I didn't specify Mark Wahlberg and Nicolas Cage for McManus.
Yeah, I had Nicolas Cage as McManus.
That's shout out to Joseph. I think that was a Joseph mention. Just off the wall choice for Hockney, Rob Schneider.
Oh yeah, perfect. I mean, yes, that's a good one.
And then for I keep forgetting dude's name. Benicio del Toro's character, Javier Bardem.
What about I like that. I had John Leguizamo as his character, Finster. What about Steve Buscemi? What about Buscemi as Kent, Verbal Kent?
Yeah,
I think he could have done it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got such a unique face that he maybe comes more across as the bad guy from the get-go.
The only thing I don't like about a Buscemi or even Spacey as Keyser Soze is I do not believe that man is that badass.
Yeah.
Like, we already know he's smart. He's a good thinker or whatever, but like, he does not come across to me as a criminal mastermind. He comes across as a creep, and that's it. The sketch would have taken 2 days longer for Buscemi. That's pretty funny. 2025 recasting?
Well, I've got Oliver Platt and John Turturro as the cop.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're supposed to do main character. Alfredo Molina, who is Doc Ock, who looks like Keaton, as the recast for Keaton, and Michael Caine as Kobayashi.
Oh, okay. I could see that in his little Christopher Nolan era. He could do that. I said
Keaton was really giving me like Doc Ock from Spider-Man.
I like that.
Yeah.
I said Paul Dano from Little Miss Sunshine and all that as Kent.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah, I think he's such a good little creep.
Is this the 2025?
Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got maybe Tom Holland.
Oh, as Kent?
Yeah,
I can see
maybe
that.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, McAvoy would be a good one too.
Yeah.
He's got some creepy features to it.
Fassbender
as
Kent.
As Kent? I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Because I think of Fassbender from the Prometheus or Alien, or like him being that kind of character.
Very
I could see
straight.
that. Yeah. The only other ones I had was like I had Oscar Isaac as Keaton in 2025,
okay.
And then Cranston I had as Cujon, the cop, the main cop guy.
Isaac. The guy from Star Wars.
Yeah, Poe.
Yeah. Who did you have him for?
I had him for Keaton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got Krista Evans or Marsden as McManus.
Oh, Marsden.
I want to see Crazy Marsden.
Oh, I love Crazy Marsden.
Yeah. Maybe Matt Berry, like Laszlo from What We Are, or Casey Affleck as Hockney.
Okay,
Casey Affleck can be funny.
When you said the Ocean's 11 thing, I immediately thought of Casey Affleck and Scott Conn, the two brothers characters from Ocean's 11. I thought of them when you were talking about that earlier.
Let's see, Anthony Ramos as Benicio del Finster.
Yeah.
Thank you. Man, the Charlie. I looked up the guy, the main guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, that guy could play McManus or Redfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. David Hopper as the cop.
I like that.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto would be he is like creepy, spacey-esque too. But who would you have him as?
I think Jared Leto could be Keaton or Kent.
Yeah, I think he could be Kent. I think he could be Kent. I think he could be Kobayashi.
I was about to say, so here's the one where I spent the most time. So if Kobayashi is named after a coffee mug, then we gotta have a character who's named after a new kind of mug. So we do Stanley Tucci.
Is there Tucci mugs?
Stanley.
Stanley. Anytime we can get Stanley Tucci in a movie, I'm for it. Even if it is about
as Kobayashi.
I'll take it. He'd be a great Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Weird name choice. Can we change Kobayashi to either just make that character Japanese? Like, can we just whatever we need to? Stanley. Stanley makes sense.
Yeah, we'll just make Stanley play Stanley in the
And
movie.
nobody was in a barbershop quartet in Illinois. Come on, man. Like, we can come up with some better stories. All right, let's get into some fun facts. What are some things that you saw? I know you've got a couple.
Yeah, I got Name from Casablanca.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could understand Benicio. Some of the stuff in the movie was kept because of that. The thick. I didn't realize in this watch that the thick pee. One of the first things in the movie is he pees on.
I forgot about him peeing on
and
them.
his stuff is thick as mud, and he says it. He then is in the police station with the cop. He's like, "I'm always dehydrated. It used to come out. My pee used to come out like goo."
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if they intended for that to match, but it does.
It totally matches up. Yeah, the cigarette flick being real. The quote about the devil from being from a poet,
Baudelaire.
Charles Baudelaire. Man, fun. I think the funnest fact I found was that the folders, when Kobayashi gives them the briefcase. Did you read this one?
Mm-mm.
Kobayashi gives them the briefcase that is the gift with all their information in it.
Yeah.
And it's in the order of the way they die.
Oh, interesting.
And they never show Kent looking at his stuff.
He already knows it. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's looking through all their stuff. But yeah, the Coke bottle glasses was an ode to Fist of Fury.
I liked the Coke bottle glasses. I thought that was pretty cool.
I looked at the scene. There's there's a telephone maintenance guy, and he puts on he's sneaking into an office. It's very similar. Another really fun one is that the detective says, I know how to figure out who's guilty. Did you get this one?
He says, I know how to figure out who's guilty. You lock them all up, and whoever's sleeping in the morning is the guilty one.
Did you get the fun fact about this one?
No.
So then the next shot, when they're all in jail, guess who's asleep?
Oh.
Hockney, because he stole the guns.
He's the one that stole the guns. That was a fun reveal in the scene where he was like, I'm the one that did it. My bad.
Oopsies. Soze means verbal in Hungarian.
Yeah.
The smoking like this is a Hungarian or Turkish thing. Shot in 35 days.
Which it seems very fast.
For all those people.
Yeah.
Even that early in the career, every lead in the movie thought they were Keyser.
Which is crazy.
And and the guy who played Keaton got pissed when he found out that he wasn't.
Yeah, I would really want to know the validity of that. Are those guys just doing it for the saying that for the movie, or in interviews and stuff? Because they all did say that. I didn't even know I wasn't Soze because they all filmed us doing that. And
maybe just some lore.
Yeah. But I read that too, and I was like, that's great. Why would you get mad that you weren't Keyser Soze? Even though they did film all that. And he's like, oh, am I Keyser Soze? Is that why you're putting the hat on me? He's like, no, I just like Miller's Crossing. So I really love that movie. I want to see you in this. So, yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, apparently shooting the lineup thing was tough.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite facts about this movie is that Benicio del Toro just kept farting the whole time, and that's why everybody's laughing in the lineup scene is because he just keeps farting.
And I watched an interview with Gabriel Byrne that he was like, that's not true. That's not what was happening.
Oh, that's not what was happening?
Yeah, there's so much back and forth about what all the different actors have said that it was just the line. That they were having such a hard
fuck you
time
cocksucker, yeah.
Isn't it cocksucking motherfucker?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. What does he say? Yeah, put your hands up, you cocksucker, or something like that.
It's pretty. I think it's even one step further. Yeah, I think they were just having a hard time not being little boys.
Yeah.
Especially with the McManus's version of it, you know.
It's funny in the edited version of it, they say fuck you, or no, they don't say fuck you, obviously, but it's instead of motherfucker, they say my fairy godmother.
Ooh,
on the television version of it. Yeah.
nice.
My fairy godmother. You fairy godmother.
It's so fun like that. That is like the thing that I see in my head when I think of this movie. And now knowing that they had like such a hard time, that the singer got mad and like fussed at all of them and was like, get it together, to just even get them to do the lineup thing.
Yeah.
And then embrace the comedy of it.
Mm-hmm. It goes with it.
Yeah.
Keyser Soze was said 75 times in this movie, and Dean Keaton was said 68 times in this movie. So interesting. I liked this one. If at the end, whenever Keaton is shot and Verbal is telling his side of the story, he hides behind that pile of ropes and like trailer or what all that stuff is, and like you see the camera zoom in, and like the whole time when I was watching it, I was like looking to see if they were like focusing on his eyes or like any of those things that you can peek through, and you never see anything. And the reason behind that is because there's nobody there.
Yep.
It's just
He's not behind the tires.
He's not even behind there because he's the one shooting him. He's the one shooting.
They had me looking, man.
They had me looking. Yeah, that was good.
Me looking.
Anything else that you had?
I think that's it.
Yeah, you already said the thing about Keyser Soze. It can roughly be translated as like King Blabbermouth.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it's.
So it's like, it's funny to think that you would watch this movie in like Hungarian or Turkish, and they'd be like calling him Kaiser the whole time.
It's literally like it's like Darth Vader. You watch this movie as a German and you're like, oh, that just means dark father. He's literally a father. Like they tell you in the first movie that he's a dad.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. Oh, also the body count is a little bit weird on this. So a couple sites had it in the 20s. I found a site that said 59-ish, 58 humans and one dog. I don't remember the dog getting killed, but between flashbacks, people not talked about on screen.
There was a dog on the boat.
Yeah, it got killed.
Yeah, okay. The assumption
Sadly.
was the dog. Yeah.
Oh, it blew up probably.
Yeah. So the dog on the boat.
Yeah, so 59 roughly. All right. Movie pairing. If you had a choice, like a fine wine and dish, if you could pair this movie with another movie, what would you choose?
Sing Sing.
Because they mentioned Sing Sing.
Because that's where they're gonna go if they get caught, you know. But yeah, any other heist movie, you know, I got a lot of Ocean's 11, 12 vibes. So Italian Job, if you want to see a gang rob. Yeah, not a lot of pairings this week.
Pair it with Seven, just for, you know, Kevin Spacey reveals as the main bad guy. I had Memento, Primal Fear. That was another one that I thought. Gone Baby Gone. I'm glad you brought up Casey Affleck earlier. Gone Baby Gone was one of those movies where I was like, no, at the end of it. Twists. And that's what a weird
one. I think that's my favorite.
It's been a while since I've seen Gone Baby Gone, but I remember that movie really messing with me whenever.
It's on my list. I think Holly from The Office.
Yes.
In that movie.
Yes. That's what she was like recognized for. So Amy Ryan, she's great. All right. Well, on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you give her rewatchability rating?
If you have seen this movie and you're paying attention, it has a 2 rewatchability. Very low. Like my experience this time around was only enhanced by finding out more about the movie afterwards.
Yeah, really diminished returns on the once the twist is known.
I would say some of the lowest.
Yeah.
I'd say rewatch The Prestige, rewatch Inside Man,
Memento, like
rewatch Memento. Like you just said, I'm now excited to watch Gone Baby Gone because I think I'll get it. Like I was telling you, I'll get 30 minutes in and be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
The good guy's the bad guy.
Yeah. What's your overall star rating for it? I gave it 2 to rewatchability as well. So
cool. It ended up getting it. I think I could be swayed to a 3 based on the conversation we just had, but I do want to give it some credit. I gotta give it like maybe with an asterisk. The first time I saw this movie, it blew my mind.
Yeah, I was the same way. I was telling
it blew my mind. So I gave an initial rating. It was down there with Amelia Perez. And I had to rethink because, a big thing that this one's low on is like impact or emotional, any kind of feelings. And for the biggest laugh, cry, scare, thrill to be like getting flicked in the face with a cigarette is not a good thing.
Yeah. I agree with you a lot. I really did like mess around with giving this a 2.5. I did end up on a 3, but I was like, surely this movie is better than what I'm giving it. Like nobody did. It's not a bad movie. It's there's nothing in it that I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty rough. Like it. I think there's probably a little bit of stuff in there that it just doesn't have that same impact on rewatch, and that's where it lost me. So I don't know what your brother rated it, but he's usually wrong about everything. So
I gave it a 3.5. It's a little better than fine, or it's a little better than good.
Yeah,
I think there's comedy. I think there's an awesome twist if you've never seen it. I think there's some great acting or really good acting.
Mm-hmm.
Very little. Why is Gus from Breaking Bad the worst actor in this movie? Like every second he is in this movie, I had to ding it, the movie, for his performance. It was so bad.
Yeah. I didn't even. He was just so non-consequential to me that I was like, whatever. Like,
so unimportant. So, ooh,
a 4. Wow.
Yeah, I think he did say that. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, I thought a point that I'll make for him is that some of the most shoddy editing was in kind of the reveal moment with Kobayashi and the quartet, and that like it wasn't matching up with what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there could have been more like a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I'm not asking to be spoon fed.
Right. But I get what you're saying. Like
that was Joseph's point, and I fully agreed that's kind of like takes a little bit of a hit for the editing because that could have been done better pretty easily. Like y'all was talking about the mug a couple seconds ago, and you were talking about the quartet, and it just I thought it could have used 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes, maybe 30 more minutes, and been a better movie.
Just give it a solid 2-hour movie.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit.
I could be swayed back to a 3, man. I think maybe it does. I struggle with outside criteria. If I'm gonna stick to these things, it just being these things, not what I learned about it after.
Right.
Not how I did this, not how I did that. But like, so the initial reaction is a 3-star.
Yeah.
But bumped it back up because the score is muffled as hell and really good.
Yeah. They don't give you much of it.
But really, when it does have its moment to shine and comes to the front, is what I would say. Everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there's got to be some credit there that I went too low on the music at first, and then I think the acting is pretty solid from everybody,
Yeah. But Gus,
Giancarlo, yeah, whatever.
Giancarlo
That guy,
Esposito.
Giancarlo.
What would y'all like to want to see in the extra 15 to 20 minutes? I mean, I don't know what I would want to see, but it might be able to give me something. I just remember feeling like there was so much more to this movie, and then like I felt like we were already at the boat.
I would maybe try to make in 2020, if I was going to remake it and add that 15, 20 minutes, I would try to make Keyser scarier. He wasn't scary this time around.
Yeah.
You know,
I was
like
wondering,
that was so scary in 1995 or whenever I watched this movie.
I think I'd like
2003.
I think I'd like them to be a little bit more resistant to Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more of that, just to show off. Like Finster gets killed, but that's done off screen too. I don't know if we can get him being a little bit scarier and being so that they fall in line a little bit faster. It's like, hey, here, other than just giving you folders and telling you that here, I'll kill these people if you do. Like, I don't know, maybe that would make Keyser a little bit scarier if there was some more like threats that we saw openly, or like,
yeah, we're hearing more about awful things that he did,
right?
Like the cartel, you know, leaving heads and stuff here and there.
Show me some heads.
Yeah, I'm a grown up.
I'm a grown up. Show me a head. Unless it's 7, then don't show.
I don't have a great. I mean, that's a great point. It's a good movie. No doubt, it's a good movie, especially if you haven't seen it. But I would argue just because the rewatchability is so low.
Yeah, I just did not have a good time watching it as much as I thought I would. I was very excited. Maybe that's my fault for going in. Get a nephew and then talk to me.
Talk to me when you got it. I'm gonna give you a nephew just so you have to take that back.
If you've met my nephew, you'd be like, okay, go for it.
Now the point of having a child is gonna be to make my brother regret saying that.
Oh, that's a good point. I like that. I like that. Well,
there's no better reason to have a child than vengeance.
That's right. Have revenge, have a kid. Well, Stephen, thank you so much for to doing this with me and finishing out the month with me. Before we wrap up, have you watched anything recently? It could be a movie, could be a television show, could be anything that you would recommend.
I don't know that because I did Casino a couple weeks ago, and I don't know that I've watched anything that I would recommend since then. Did see I think this morning or last night that there's a new season of Lego Masters Junior on Hulu that I can't wait to watch. Because if you don't like Lego, man, Lego Masters with Will Arnett, the show would be so awkward and weird without Will Arnett.
Yeah.
But Will Arnett just acknowledges the awkwardness and pulls it all together.
Well, speaking of new things that are coming, and another show I know you'll like, Bake Off's coming back too.
Oh man, was it the 5th?
5th, yeah.
Whole new man,
yeah.
I can't wait.
Very excited for that.
Watching the trailer made me tear up. I don't know what it is about that show that heals me,
oh my gosh, I need it. After I finished Somebody Feed Phil, I was like, oh, I need something else that's light and fun.
If I became government, like the president, I'd be like, all right, the first executive order is we need that to be filming nonstop,
just constantly.
We need to find the cute little kind British people and be filming year round.
I wish we could find kind little American people and have one of our own, but it's just not. It doesn't work. It's only.
Did you watch? Have you tried it?
The American one? It's not great.
The host, or even
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
anyway,
Doesn't work.
you
That's
seen
another
anything
thing.
good?
I honestly, when I got down to it, I was like, man, I haven't watched any movies recently because I've been watching TV. I've been watching Wednesday on
Okay.
Netflix, and that season finalizes this coming week. So Alyssa and I have been watching that. I've been really into Shogun lately, which
Okay.
is a fucking great show.
That's what I
Man,
hear.
Shogun is good.
I can't believe you're watching it. That seems like one of the ones that might have missed you.
Oh man, I was just like, why
I'm
not?
glad you're watching it. Yeah.
And then I watched it. I was like, why did I not watch this? Because this is right up my alley. This is
I'm
something
gonna
that I
have to
would
go
love.
watch this shit because
It
like now
is-
you're saying that, and Joseph's watching The White Lotus. Like,
Shogun's good. It fills that like Game of Thrones void to me. Obviously, a lot of it's in Japanese. There is a guy on the like one white actor on that show. Gives a little bit of Tom Hardy esque acting to it. He's a little aggressive in the Tom Hardy thing, but other than that, it's fantastic. It does fill that Game of Thrones void without dragons and stuff. So I recommend
cool.
it. And then I watched a cop movie from the 80s, a John Woo movie called The Killer, which has been on my to watch list for a very long time. It was pretty good. So that's it.
I've started a lot. I was telling Joseph that I've started a lot of stuff that I need to finish. So I'm in a weird, like I started Power of the Dog. I started Tree of Life. I started Francis Ha.
Oh yeah.
And
I'd
need to finish.
I'd be curious how you feel about what did you said Tree of Life and Francis Ha? What was the other one?
Power of the Dog.
Okay, I would love your opinion on all three of those movies. I cannot wait.
I rewatched Fight Club recently. If you haven't seen Fight Club, obviously an amazing movie. Me and my wife are rewatching in our fun go to sleep or just chill time. Man, if you've not watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So
good. Man, it's just so good.
Yeah,
that's so good every time. I think this may be a third rewatch.
Third rewatch. Oof, that's good. I think I've rewatched it twice.
Andy Samberg's one of the greats of our generation, man.
It's good. It's up there with like a Parks. It's up there with an Office. It's classic and good. New Girl, I'd even throw in there. I like easy watches. But well, if you're curious about more things that we're watching, you can get more of that information by joining our Discord server. It's available in the links below this. And you're always welcome to follow us on Instagram or check out my account on Letterboxd. Those all should be listed on that link tree. We're starting a new month, new theme, and that theme is Drugs Are Bad. Yeah, we're diving into a darker, heavier side of 1995 cinema. Movies that wrestle with addiction, crime, and the chaos that brings. So some of these films are going to be brutal, some are more poetic, and a couple are just like really, really devastating. So I apologize. And we're starting out with Spike Lee's Clockers. But to break up that heaviness of next month, we're doing our extra credit theme, which is called Like Do I Amuse You? And those are all more of a comedic thing, palate cleanser, as you would. And we're watching Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, Brady Bunch movie, Father of the Bride Part 2, 9 Months, and Grumpier Old Men. Yes, and if you need that trigger warning website, it is called doesthedogdie.com. So if you need to look up anything to see if these movies are movies that you should watch, doesthedogdie.com is the place that you should go. And but on the extra credit theme, I should also say that we might have trouble finding a movie like 9 Months, and that's why I added Grumpier Old Men on there. So it wasn't originally on there. So if we can't find 9 months, or if I can't find 9 months, then I'm going to just say screw that and just put Grumpier Old Man in there because it's much easier to find. I'm putting the link in the chat for that doesthedogdie.com for trigger warnings and things. But our extra credit one will be Wednesday, September 24th at 6 p.m. Other than that, you can see us next Sunday on here doing Clockers. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on 52/1995.
What a year, what a time. Big screens, dreams, a movie rewind. From talking toys to heists gone wrong. We're watching it live and singing along. 52/1995. Grab some snacks, we're going.